shop tours, show setup, show coverage, pinstriped flames, more pinstriped flames, truck door lettering, more truck door lettering, ice chest. This video's got it all.
What up?
What's up?
Welcome to Jack Fleming Artistry. I'm on the road headed to Altered Metal in Louisiana and stopped by to see these guys. So if you don't know them,
Chase Calloway from the Journey HQ.
And I'm Russell. How are y'all doing? I'm waiting on him to answer me back.
we're going to show you guys around their shop a little bit and hang out for a little bit and then back on the road. So
Heck yeah.
be cool.
Good to see y'all.
Some on in here. Thing's cool. They got a video on them putting this up. Y'all got to go check them out. Journey HQ if you're not following them. There's Old Mac. If you guys have watched their channel, you'll recognize this one. And everybody knows this exhaust here. Oh, not a gas tank. Couple snails. To me to find the hand-painted sign in a place. This thing's cool. Chase is sitting here telling me about this truck they're building. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a 79 C10 that came in the shop as a quick flip. It was running, driving, didn't have bad interior. I mean, it wasn't crazy bad. I was just gonna wet sand it, clean up the paint, and freaking flip it, turn around and sell it. Well, that didn't end up happening. We've already pulled the motor out. We fixed some dents. Russell's been coming through and fixing dents. We welded up some holes where it had like the big mirrors on it. Already sound deadened the whole thing inside. It's getting a full stereo. It's getting all brand new interior. It's getting a brand new dash from Brothers Trucking. Memphis Audio is coming through and hooking up with 310s and systems. We got a pretty much brand new LS. So this LS right here, it's not looking like an LS right now. We've got the valve covers, the Holley valve covers that hide the coil packs, and they've got the old school fins. So now we're looking at putting on the Holley like single plane intake, and maybe make it look like a carbureted 350, but it's going to be all fuel injection. CVF came through and hooked us up with this whole Reaper. It's their brand new Reaper system. The front drive accessory, the serpentine system, comes with their chrome AC compressor. We've got an upgraded alternator that's like 300 amps. It's all chrome.
It's all nice and shiny.
Yeah, it's all shiny. And another thing about it is it's all ceramic coated as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that way it'll stay shiny and I don't have to keep it like polishing it and stuff.
Are those headers on there ceramic coated then?
No, I don't know if those are. I don't think they are. Those are a set of Doug Thorley. All this is made, and another cool thing, Doug Thorley headers are made in the USA along with CBF. All their stuff is made in the USA. So two cool companies right here. And then we've got some other stuff. So I'm reaching out to, we've got Holley valve covers, and then Borgeson. So this thing is just kind of snowballed. I mean, this thing is running and driving. Borgeson hooked it up with their quick steering, quick ratio steering box, and their steering shaft as well. So it gets rid of that rag joint and everything. It's going to be, the vehicle is kind of just like, this thing is snowballed like almost all our builds. I wasn't even going to do this engine bay or paint it and all that. And now we're just kind of keep snowballing, man. But it's going to be a nice vehicle, and then we've got a set of 20s and 22s.
Nice.
That we're going to put on it. It's already dropped. LG Billet's going to hook it up with some stuff. We just did E3 spark plugs. God, dude, it's going to be a wild truck. I'm excited. It's going to be nice for what it is. It's going to be a nice cruiser. That engine's brand new in it too.
It's cool. The thing about cool friends is they have cool stickers. And we got a bunch of cool friends, cool stickers up here. If y'all haven't seen. It's growing. Put the shower board stuff up here just to put stickers on. Rest is all fur, so it's kind of cool. All right. Time to get back on the road, headed to Rain, Louisiana. Just did something I haven't done before. I've had this van for 1.5 years, and I've had no clue how much gas mileage it gets because the odometer's broke. We figured up miles, and I just got gas, and I am at 15.6 miles per gallon. That's not on like a major interstate. It's all back highways and stuff. That's not too bad for a 1991 G20, I don't think. Pretty cool. If you followed the videos going out to California, I think we were doing even better than that because it was like interstate the entire way. All right, we rolled in last night, slept in the van, actually slept really good, and setting up this morning. Got the tent set up last night, and now I got to set all the merchandise up. It's pretty nice. I got my buddy Brian with me on this trip, and he worked for me, I guess maybe a year and a half, helping me set up and then running the booth and all. You'll see him a little bit later on in the video. One of the things I like about setup day whenever it comes to working shows is I get to walk around a little bit more than I do whenever I'm sitting there hustling and painting on cars and stuff. Check out a little bit of the cool rides, get a little bit better view, actually catch interiors and stuff like that. Got a bunch of goals in this video here. Some of it's to show you guys what it's like to set up at a show and work a show if I can. The other part of it's give you a little bit of coverage of this show, Altered Metal. First year going to it. So far, looks like it's going to be an awesome show. Seems to have a similar feel to one of my favorite shows, which is Turkey Drag. Same kind of vehicles, same kind of people. I'm really digging it. Check out this bike. Man, the metal work on it is really cool. Look at that frame. So for me, things usually snowball at a show. Once I start one job, it just rolls into the next and the next and the next. Did that air tank there, and then started on these doors for this guy. Doors take a lot of time. Not something I'm typically doing at shows, but this is a 3-day show, and I really love doing doors, and not really sure when the opportunity is going to come again to work on doors in Louisiana. Share a little bit of my process for doing distressed doors here. I actually take my paint. I've probably mentioned this in other videos. I had clear to it. I'm using the Alpha Enamel Clear on this one. That allows that paint to be a little bit transparent, and then I kind of dry brush it a little bit whenever I go. That way I'm not sanding on people's cars and stuff. A little baby powder at the end to take out the sheen, and you're all gone. Let's go see what Brian's up to. Are you happy? This show's in Louisiana, and it's near Lafayette, which is a great, area of the world to be for food. So that's been incredible on the whole trip. They got sort of an after party deal every night where they're feeding us. Gives me an opportunity to walk around a little bit. Really blown away by the amount of bicycles at this show. That's something I just don't see at a whole lot of shows unless it's like a lowrider show. If you work multiple day shows, then what you don't get to on the first day is going to roll over into the next day. Got to stripe this awesome car. Tried to keep the lines really long, just like the body lines of the car are. That bled over into this awesome van, which I actually didn't get to shoot any footage of me actually painting on it, but shot a bunch of footage for you here of it finished, and a little bit of footage of it as it's taken off. Really good to see other vans at this show other than just mine. I think there's at least 2 more Chevy G-body vans and 1 old cab over. Added some stripes to this bike, but I did not do the lettering and leaf work on this one. Just accented it. This thing pulled up across from us, and I didn't even realize it when it came up, but it's twin turbo LS motor in it. Sounds rowdy, but you don't hear the turbos on it. Second to my van loving hearts, probably mini trucks. Got a whole bunch of them here at this show. Lots of people we know because of that. If you like mini trucks and bag stuff, you really do need to come to Altered Metal. This is a great show. I think this was the 3rd year, and I'm hoping to be back next year. So really kind of wraps up the show. I didn't get a lot of footage of me working because I was kind of nose to the grindstone the whole time. So Altered Metal wasn't the only part of this trip. I had more work lined up for afterwards, so on to that. All right, so we're in Lafayette, just ate at this place, and I'm happy. We probably spent as much time talking to the people sitting around us and the owners and stuff as we did eating. Hospitality, just off the chain. food. If you're in Lafayette, this is a great place for breakfast. Right now I gotta go find a paint shop to try and get some silver, looking for like House of Colors or something, so we're gonna drive around and figure that one out. Couldn't find striping urethanes anywhere in Lafayette, so headed to Baton Rouge to go see my friend Joe Vincent and get some paint from him. I didn't shoot any footage of us visiting with him because we kind of need to get in and out of there so that we could get back to work. But great guy, great striper. He's working for a company now that's called Car Rep, and he gave me some of their products that we will end up showing in later videos. You've seen me use Sorrel paper on here before, but here's a little tip. Before I switch where the paper is, I put these little marks so I know where I've already traced, so I can come back and just start tracing from where I left off and not go over anything twice. Keeps from wasting time. I used the paper on this and transferred it to both sides because we want to make sure that the flames matched on both sides of the truck. With these style of fenders, you can see both sides from the front. I actually met this customer at Cruising the Coast and set up this appointment then, which was back in October, so this part of the trip was like 5 months in the making. Let me show this again in slow motion so you can see how much the brush is twisting and I'm pivoting in order to make that turn. That brush turns all the way around to the opposite way that it was facing. After working at a busy show, it was kind of peaceful to just be able to pinstripe without a crowd around or generators going and a whole bunch of noise and all. Sort of an opportunity to unwind, I guess. Able to get a couple of different angles and all here because my buddy Brian's working the camera for me. Nice to have a buddy around. He's also shot all of our road footage while I'm driving because I didn't have any way to hold the camera while we're going down the road. So here we go, all finished. First of 3 jobs for this customer. He's got a semi-truck that's got flames on it, and he's really big on flames. We added these here, kept them subtle, so that it adds a little bit to it, but we didn't really want that to be the main thing that you see when you look at the truck. Headed over to a diesel shop here in order to work on the second truck for Babineau Construction. I really like drawing my door lettering out by hand on paper on the vehicle. That way I can kind of figure out how it's going to look on the vehicle a little bit better than working on a computer. Even if you're working a transparency over a picture of the truck, it's just not the same to me. I can't get up and walk around it. Some people do great work that way, but I'm just not there yet. Still like the feel of pencil on paper. Alright, he did request that I make it look even more aged than the last one that you saw me do in this video. So I've added even more clear to my paint than I did in the last one. I'm really trying to let those brush strokes just do their thing and show up. Quick interruption here. If you like the content that you're seeing and you want to support this channel, go to our website. It's jackflemingartistry.com. I have more stuff on here than I do in my booth. We've got original artwork, art prints, t-shirts, hats, mugs, other stuff if you dig around. Soon we're even going to have sticker packs. You can slap them all over your laptop or whatever else you put them on. Let's get back to the video. Alright, so here you can see just how much I'm letting those brush strokes still show up. Part of it's the clear, part of it's how much pressure I put on the brush whenever I'm pulling a line. Part of it to me too when you're doing this is to try and pull really good, clean, simple lines rather than overworking something, because then you lose your brush strokes and it doesn't really look like it was painted with a brush anymore. Kind of looks messed over or something. I don't know how to describe it, but he sent me pictures of his excavator that he uses all the time, so we threw that in here. in the center of our door logos. And I've even added clear and all to the paint on this too, so that it matches just like everything else is and looks like it's kind of worn. At least for me, these distress jobs are a lot more work than just going through and painting it nice and clean and new looking, but they are a lot of fun too. I don't get the comments with these like I get with other stuff where people are saying, "Oh, I thought that was a sticker." If you paint door signs too, let us know in the comments what some of your techniques and stuff are. How do you like to work to make them look aged? Hopefully I can learn something from y'all and y'all can learn something from me and we can all just get better. I don't know, I feel like we're far past the age of keeping secrets about all this. It's all out there on the internet anyways. You know, I don't remember exactly what year he said the single cab dually is, but he did say that they did a 12 valve Cummins diesel swap into it, so it's gonna be a pretty cool truck whenever it's done, which to my understanding it's getting pretty close. He's gonna use this as his shop truck, basically his work truck, driving back and forth to job sites where they build housing pads and stuff like that for new construction. So all done on these, designed on the spot with a bunch of pencil sketches. No computers here, no stickers, just pencil, paper, paint, brushes. Let's go ahead and go on to the last truck that we're doing for him. This is one of his Peterbilts, and this is the one that we drove all the way to Baton Rouge to go and get silver paint for him. He actually has another orange Peterbilt. It's painted like this one. It's orange and black. That another artist that was from out of the country, somewhere in South America, was here in the United States doing some other stuff and painted the pinstripe flames on it for him, and he loves them. So we're making it match that so that his fleet kind of has a brand to it. So I traced and transferred those onto this truck, so it's the exact same flames going through with silver like the other one is. Only difference, rather than using black to do the shadows, I actually mixed red with a little bit of black so that it's just a darker red for the shadow part on it. Man, I gotta tell you, the House of Colors silver pulls really, really well. I'm liking it. And the dark red that I'm using here is hot hues, so both paints are urethanes. Catalyzed, they last really well. They pull just really good long lines. I will admit, for this kind of work, I definitely like it a little bit more than one shot. But personally, I still prefer one shot for the lettering and things like that. I like the way these turned out. Y'all let me know down in the comments what you think. Off to the last customer of the trip that I actually met at the Altered Metal show. If you ever wondered how slow I actually am whenever it comes to pulling a long line, here's your opportunity to watch it. At least for me, slow and steady wins the race. I really don't have a whole lot of footage on this job. I've decided that I just wanted to go ahead and finish and then head home, see if I can make it all in one day here and get home. It's the end of the day, but it's a 7-hour drive, so didn't really spend a whole lot of time with the camera here. Did get some footage of the slick cooler that's going in the back of it. This is actually from a brewery that was in New Orleans. So local to these guys and local to the truck. Really cool. Hopefully I'll see these guys around again sometime and be able to get some more pictures of this. I like it. All right, I'm back home in Texas. I hope you guys enjoyed riding along on this trip. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part of this video was. Let me know what you like about it or don't like about it. And like, subscribe, all that stuff. Click on one of the other videos. See you guys next time.